Western Kentucky and UTSA do battle here on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Live in Diddle Arena, I'm Brad Klein with John Butler. Happy to be with you. John, WKU could use a win. They've lost their last two. That includes North Texas just 2 days ago. And we'll see if WKU can get back off the schneid. UTSA is 1-2 in conference. Their only win coming against UAB, 3-9 overall. With WKU coming in at 4-8.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say both teams desperately needs a win. I think it's going to be a good game. I think a big key tonight for the Lady Toppers today, is they need to start fast. You don't want to give a team that's 3-9 but has been battling a lot of close games a chance to get a lead. And obviously rebounding is going to be a big number tonight. UTSA is the #1 rebounding team in the conference, so the Lady Toppers are going to be really, really solid on the boards.
Western Kentucky wearing their white uniforms, red striping down the side with red numbers on the front and back, red WKU written across the chest. UTSA in their navy blue uniforms, orange lining with white numbers on the front and back, and a white UTSA written across the chest. Jordan Jenkins will jump it off for the Roadrunners. Aaliyah Pitts will leap off for the Lady Tops.
The Roadrunners. Don't have a lot of road runners.
It's a unique name on both sides.
That's exactly right. Not very many Hilltoppers.
We're underway. UTSA wins the tip, and UTSA scores. Jenkins volleyed it to the backcourt, and a quick score off the feed from Kira White. It was Jenkins laying it in. 15 seconds in, 2-0 UTSA. Lexi Mead, left side, cross-court feed near side for Acacia Hayes. Probes up top, Aaliyah Pitts, 3 wide left. Long rebound to Sydney Love on the far elbow. UTSA moving from right to left. It's Kira White, the USC transfer. Surveying up top, it's Queen Ulambo now. 30 seconds in, 2-0 advantage for UTSA. Jordan Jenkins, 2 dribbles and a handoff to White. Slicing to the nail, kick out, following 3 on the way. It's off the back rim from Sydney Love. Rebound Jalen Foster for WKU. 2-on-2 in transition, picks up her dribble. On the right side, it's Lexi Mead. Uses the screen left, kick out near corner. Jalen Foster, wide open 3 and hit nothing. An air ball.
Yeah, wide open too. That was a good shot. Great pass, by the way, by UTSA. Just missed the layup.
It was White feeding Alyssa Coleman in transition, but Coleman too strong on that layup. Rebound to Lexi Mead. Near wing 3 on the way for Aaliyah Pitts. Another air ball. 2 consecutive for WKU from both of their forwards.
Let's be honest. We've had 3 shots and only 1 hit the rim. Haven't been close.
2-0 start for UTSA. A minute 15 gone in quarter number 1. Light full court press from WKU, and Sydney Love beats it with Kira White. High post feed, Jordan Jenkins, face guarded by Aaliyah Pitts. Right wing now it's White. Over to the far corner for Sydney Love. Picks up the double team on the far sideline. Bounce pass to White, now the baseline feed. Power dribble inside for Alyssa Coleman. Her layup doesn't go too high, and then she gets her own rebound. No, it's actually an offensive rebound for Sydney White in the lane and lays it in.
It's those point baskets that really hurt on Thursday that's coming back so far.
Right wing, Aaliyah Pitts has it, ball fake, and now she drives to the baseline, absorbs contact, lays it up, and no good but a foul.
I think it's going to be on Queen Ulabo on the block that time, so Pitts is going to get 2 free throws.
2 minutes in, a 4-0 start for UTSA, and free throws, it's something that we were not able to see or say that much on Thursday. WKU only got 10 free throw attempts and only made 4 of them in the loss to North Texas.
Yeah, that's one of the probably reasons why we did lose. To be honest with you, only shot 40%, didn't shoot very many. Aaliyah is only shooting 53% for the year. Those
she
two
hit the
look
first
good.
And the second. So WKU cuts the deficit in half, 2 minutes into the first quarter.
A little 2-2-1 pressure, just kind of light pressure falling back. I'd say we fall back into a zone, and we are a little matchup zone.
Freshman point guard Sydney Love over to the far sideline for White. 2 dribbles and reset up top for Ulabo. 15 on the timer. Back to Kira White, the USC transfer. Screen right. White stops and pops 15 feet away on the right side. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound and a putback. Alyssa Coleman is there.
Well, she's 6'3", sophomore, and she's a load inside. She's a tough matchup. That's what she does well, offensive rebound.
Lady Tops on the offensive end, down by 4. Screen left, Lexi Mead. Low post feed for Jalen Foster. Turns around, and the lefty push shot doesn't go. Too strong.
That's a good look down on the block that time. Just missed it.
UTSA on the offensive end. White uses the screen left, picked up by Jalen Foster. Swings to the near side. It's Queen Ulambo in the corner. 3 minutes in, UTSA on top by 4. Now Sydney Love's got the keys 30 feet away from the cup. They cycle it around. High post feed, Alyssa Coleman. Toe-to-toe with Jalen Foster. Shot clock down to 8. Mid-range jumper was short by about 4 feet. Rebound to Aaliyah Pitts. In transition, it's Jalen Foster. Kick out. Lexi Mead straight away 3. Off the heel. And a rebound fought for by Aaliyah Pitts. She's got it in the lane. Lost the ball. It's now loose on the ground. And UTSA jumps on it on the far sideline. It was Kira White picking up the loose ball. And they slow it down. In transition, now Queen Ulambo picking up the pace. And Lexi Mead knocked it away. Last touch Ulambo as it goes to the baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot going on. Good hustle. It could have been an offensive foul that time on Ulambo with a push, but they're going to call basically out of bounds against UTSA.
Maya Linton is the first player off the bench for either side, coming in exchange of Alyssa Coleman. So Karen Ashton, the head coach for the Roadrunners, making some swaps and getting ready for another one. Haley Atwood at the scorer's table, but not checking in yet. WKU down by 4. It's Lexi Mead swinging it far corner. Ball fake Acacia Hayes. Pulls up from 18, nice. And she knocks it down from the left side.
I like that. Very much under control. Earlier in the year, she may have taken it.
Offensive rebound in the near corner, picked up by Maya Linton. UTSA revives the possession. Shot clock is down to 5. Far wing 3 on the way. It's good. Kira White buries it. 9-4 advantage for UTSA.
It's 27% on the year.
Under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Acacia Hayes drives down the far lane, and she's got a layup. Turning on the Jets.
Yeah, off the ball screen.
Left wing, Queen Ulambo in transition. Baseline drive, wraparound pass, no one home. To the far corner, and Acacia Hayes lets it go out of bounds.
One of the subtle adjustments that I've seen offensively for the Lady Toppers, they've kind of gone back to the offense they've run the last 3 or 4 years. It's more and more of the ball screen up top, and I kind of like it, to be honest with you. They kind of went more motion earlier in the year. And maybe sometimes when you run motion, you're asking other people to handle the ball that maybe don't need to handle it. And they're right now more back to the high screen, ball screen action, which I kind of like.
Ulambo sits for Haley Atwood for UTSA. Alyssa Coleman back in exchange for Jordan Jenkins. And WKU making a swap. Karis Allen in for Aaliyah Pitts. And the freshman has it, high post, left side, powers to the near elbow, picked up her dribble, bounce pass inside, knocked away by a loose knee for UTSA. Shot clock down to 3. Acacia Hayes, right wing, she pulls up, her 3 ball was denied. Alyssa Coleman on the perimeter, and she's got the wingspan too.
Yeah, that's what she does well. She's a shot blocker.
UTSA with about 4 blocks per game leads the league. And a timeout on the floor. The Roadrunners up by 3 midway through the first quarter. We're back in a moment on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Back here midway through the first quarter. 9-6 advantage for UTSA over Western Kentucky. Brad Klein and John Butler happy to be with you from Diddle Arena. And the Roadrunners control out of the timeout, moving from right to left. Near wing, Kira White jacks up the 3, and she buries it. Out of the timeout, Kira White, the USC transfer, knocks down another, and she's up to 6 points.
Yeah, that's her second 3.
12-6 advantage for UTSA over WKU. Faustino tried to drive inside, but it was whistled off, an illegal screen against WKU's Jalen Foster.
Yep, that was a ball screen up top. I didn't see a whole lot on that one, but nevertheless, again, facing an early deficit. You know, I talked about one of the keys, a quick start, and so far have not gotten that. Still early.
Foster's first foul, team's first. So WKU this season in the first quarter, they've really struggled. Alyssa Coleman in the lane cannot get the double team layup to go, but she was swarmed and fouled.
Yeah, that was all in all pretty good defense that time on the swarming of the post. Not question the foul call. I think it was a foul, but I think that was the right strategy. Coleman, 6'3" from Houston, Texas. She originally started at the University of Texas. I don't think played any games there, but then transferred to UTSA.
Well, she went to Texas because she wanted to play for Karen Ashton, who at the time was the head coach. Right. But Ashton immediately took the UTSA job. So by the time she got to play for the Longhorns or got to suit up for the Longhorns, the reason she was there was gone. And Coleman hit both free throws. That foul, by the way, on Karis Allen, her first, team second. Left wing, Teresa Faustino. Delivers up top for Maya Meredith. Dribble drive down the near lane. Her layup doesn't go. Off the window, too strong, but a foul.
And that was a good move by Myra. That had a little of explosive like last year that time, but she took it pretty quickly off the top and then went off both feet that time into the lane. I like that move right there.
They got Haley Atwood on her first foul, team second, and Maya Meredith at the stripe. Reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Year, rims out on the first attempt. Well, really the story of the season for Meredith, and maybe even for the team as a whole, has been Maya's right knee, trying to nurse it back to health after the torn ACL, and now she's playing, but how effective, how much can they use her in a two-day stretch?
That's tough. I mean, the way the conference has got it set up, they're playing 2 games in less than 48 hours. That's hard to do, especially when you're recovering from an ACL injury.
Meredith hit the second free throw, so she's on the board with 1 point. Left wing, cross-court feed over to Kira White. Right wing three on the way. It hits the heel. Rebound to UTSA. In the high post, it was Maya Linton. Intercepted. Karis Allen takes it away. In transition, she lost the ball. Steal for Haley Atwood. 2-on-2. UTSA charging right to left. Oh, nice feed. No look over to the lane, and no one was guarding Alyssa Coleman. She lays it in.
Yeah, that was a nice pass that time by Atwood.
Coleman's got 4 points. Faustino now taking it herself, laying it in, count it, and the foul. Down the far lane with the left hand. Teresa Faustino is going to the stripe for another.
Yeah, and that is the correct call. They're going to call the block that time on Maya Linton, the 6-foot freshman, and she was late trying to stop that drive.
Her first foul and the team's third. Linton now sits. And they bring on Madison Cockrell for the first time.
Playing a lot of players.
So Teresa Faustino, 86% free throw shooter, rims out. And then Karis Allen on the right block puts it back in. Well, I think she was going for the rebound, but it caromed in.
Well, she's going to get the credit. It's between her and Jenkins of UTSA.
Someone's getting the points, and I think Karis wants them. So she'll get them. Her first 2 points of the day. And now WKU is down by 5. On the other end, baseline J, the little leaner goes for Haley Atwood on the near side.
Yeah, that's a nice little runner, 2-foot runner that time by Atwood. Only averages 2.5 a game.
Faustino between the rings, takes a few dribbles with her left hand, and now looking for some help. Finds it in Jalen Foster. Back to Faustino. She rifles the three up top. Gracious. Wide right.
We have been nowhere close on our threes.
Rebound Kira White for UTSA. On the right wing, uses the screen left and stops and pops far elbow. Left it short. Offensive rebound for Coleman. Puts it back up and is fouled on her way up by Jalen Foster.
She is a tough block out. And I don't think we blocked her out that time, even looking on the film. Now, it's not easy sometimes to block out in your zone because you're not really assigned one person. But she's a load in there.
Foster now, by the way, has 2 fouls. Yes. She's out. Maya Meredith out as well. Blevins comes in with Aaliyah Pitts.
I mean, that really hurts, too. And Coleman, for a big kid, is a good free throw shooter. Shooting 80% for the year. I'm sorry, 70%, but her rotation and form looks good.
She hits the first, and a lot of her production has come on the offensive glass today. UTSA with 5 offensive rebounds to WKU's 1 as she knocks down both free throws. She's up to 6 points now, subbing out with Kira White, coming in Maya Linton and Sydney Love. But the offensive rebounds are an interesting stat because WKU out-rebounded UNT on Thursday on the offensive glass, 33-10. Script has been flipped. Macy Blevins fresh off the bench. Ball fake in the near corner. Drives inside, pulls up from 15, and rims out. Rebound taken in by Madison Cockrell on the volley. Into the front court, right to left. Cockrell up top, guarded by a zone defense from WKU. Dishes to the near corner. It's Maya Linton on the baseline, sharing with Haley Atwood. Cycling it around the arc, under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. UTSA up by 9 on WKU. Low post feed in for Jenkins. She takes her time, and then a ball fake got Macy Blevins up in the air and could not connect on the layup. Rebound WKU. Faustino on the right wing with 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Drives down the far alley, kick out near corner. Karis Allen missed everything from 18 feet away, and the ball was poked out of bounds. Last touch, WKU.
be honest with you, I've never seen so many air balls in a first quarter. They're not even close. And I'm not making this excuse, but I tell you what, the travel that's been placed on the Lady Toppers by the conference, it's incredible, to be honest with you. I mean, it has to be tough in terms of your energy and legs and so forth.
It is the second consecutive home game for WKU where the road team actually traveled less distance to get there. And now WKU in transition, another turnover. Macy Blevins from the near side tried to go to the far corner for Faustino and nearly went out of bounds. Faustino kept it in. UTSA on the other end missed the three off the fingertips of Sydney Love. And then Josie Gilvin was fouled going for the rebound. So Western Kentucky will inbound down by 9, a minute left. That foul against UTSA. Who'd they give it to?
I think they gave it to Jenkins.
Okay, Jordan Jenkins, her first. Team's fourth. Full court press, yeah.
Western Kentucky doesn't face a lot of those, and that causes a turnover.
Sydney Love lays it in. That was easy for UTSA. Timeout, Greg Collins.
We are very rattled right there. That was basically a full court man, and Josie threw it back to the inbounder, Macy, and Macy had already cut. That was just an easy basket by UTSA.
So right now, a minute left in the first quarter, including the 11-point deficit. WKU on the season is minus 80 in the first quarter.
It's been a big problem. I mean, I don't really know how to stop it or what to do, but it has been a consistent problem all year. But I was just saying, just the travel is just, I mean, it is what it is, but to fly down, I don't.
Another full court press for UTSA out of the timeout. Josie Gilvin turbos across the midline, takes it herself. Lefty layup hit the bottom of the backboard. Rebound Sydney Love in transition. She takes it herself. Layup did not go. Offensive rebound by Maya Linton, and she's fouled on the putback.
Yeah, I thought, in fairness to Josie that time, she was trying to go coast to coast. It looked like to me she kind of lost the ball on the way up maybe. But nevertheless, if you miss a layup on one end, it almost always leads to a score on the other end. It's amazing what that does.
So now Gilvin sits. Acacia Hayes is in. Queen Ulabo checks in for Haley Atwood on the UTSA side. And after the foul on Karis Allen, her second, UTSA has got Maya Linton at the free throw line. She hits the first.
Only averages 1.6 a game. She's a freshman, 69% from the free throw line. She did get 23 minutes Thursday night against Middle.
She hits the second as well. Long player, Maya Linton. At 6 foot, you can see the wingspan.
Yeah, and they are continuing this full court pressure right here.
Macy Blevins will inbound from the baseline. WKU down 24-11. Blevins gets it in to the other side of the baseline, near side for Faustino, and WKU beats the press. They've got numbers in transition. Odie Betancourt 8 feet away, down the lane. She kicks out for Blevins' right wing. Wide open three from Macy Blevins. It's cash.
That was big. She got her feet set that time and snapped her wrist, and that looked good that time by Macy. She has kind of struggled the last couple games. Did not score the last game down in North Texas, so that was a big three.
Lady Tops down by 10. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 10 seconds. Sydney Love guarded tightly by Acacia Hayes. Screen left, near elbow. 5 seconds now. On the near corner, it is Gudadaro. Cross-court pass intercepted by Teresa Faustino. That's how the first quarter comes to an end. 24-14. UTSA smothered WKU. But can the Lady Tops respond in the second? Find out after a quick break right here on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Start of the second quarter, UTSA 24, WKU 14. Brad Klein and John Butler happy to be with you. Acacia Hayes has it for WKU, uses the screen right, set by Aaliyah Pitts, and a foul is called on the Roadrunners. It was Queen Ulabo, her second, team's first of the second quarter. So, John, Lady Tops down by 10. What went wrong in that first frame?
Well, he got crushed on the boards. Got that 16-5 right now. Give up 7 offensive rebounds and obviously did not shoot well at all. And they need to take advantage right now. They got Jenkins out of the game. They got Coleman out of the game. They're relatively a small team right now.
Faustino driving kick, catch and shoot three far corner. Acacia Hayes buries it.
And she has played well. She's not missed a shot. That's 3 for 3 for her, 1 for 1 from 3. Good pass that time by Faustino that set up that 3.
Hayes is up to 7 points. Right wing Sydney Love uses the screen left, powers past the nail, and the lefty scoop to the hoop falls.
That's a tough shot that time by Sydney Love. Good-looking freshman.
Sydney Love is looking really good, up to 6 points now for UTSA. It's a 26-17 advantage over WKU. Acacia Hayes on the left elbow, probes up top Macy Blevins. Gets the screen left by Odie Betancourt, kick out left wing Teresa Faustino, ball fake, guarded toe-to-toe by Sydney Love. Now Faustino up top, drives 18 feet away, 8 seconds on the timer. Kick out Macy Blevins, long three, it's off the window, no iron, and a rebound to Kira White. That one from about 25 feet out, and it was never close. Oh, nice feed. White spinning inside and finding Maya Linton on the right block. She lays it in.
Yeah, that was Kira White. She's another transfer from USC. They have 2 transfers from USC. That was a nice left-hand diagonal pass.
28-17, UTSA on top. Faustino drives inside. It's an offensive foul.
Yeah, that's the correct call that time. Maya Linton, she's going to be a good player, just standing right there in the block, and that was the right call against Faustino.
Teresa Faustino picks up her first foul. Team's first as well. Maya Linton. Karen Ashton says that she has a motor and is a ball magnet on the defensive end, but credit Linton for making the right play there, identifying Teresa Faustino and her intention to get to the cup.
Yeah, that was the right move. Very aware. And now they put their best 2 players back in the game, Jenkins and Coleman. At least Jenkins is by far their best player.
Only 2 points so far in the first quarter. The conference's leading scorer at about 19 points per game. Love gets the screen left by Jenkins. Kick out to Jenkins up top. Ball fake, kick out to the far corner now. It's Kira White backing down the 5'5" Lexi Mead. And Mead swiped it away from White. A foul is called as Lexi Mead was trying to break away, and Kira White grabbed her, falling down to the ground.
Yeah, it was a great play that time by Lexi. She went in there and got the strip, and then instantly was fouled after she got the ball.
White's first foul, team's second. Light full court press applied by Sienna Gudadaro, but UTSA backs off on Acacia Hayes, moving from left to right. 2 minutes into the second quarter, Acacia Hayes picks up her dribble up top and now probes to the top of the arc for Lexi Mead, who shares with Aaliyah Pitts. Long three for Maya Meredith, and it was not even close. Between the rings at the backboard, no rim again. Kira White in transition, reverse layup, no, but a foul. Maya Meredith gets the personal.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you. That's 5 threes we've taken and not hit the rim. I mean, that's true, isn't it, right? Hadn't hit the rim.
It seems right. I don't have the official stat on that, but
there's been 3 air balls and 2 hit the backboard.
So now UTSA's Kira White knocks down the first free throw.
Kira White's having a really good game. You know, she only averages 6.3, but she's already knocked down 2 threes. She's at 7 points.
It'll stay at 7 as she misses the second. Rebound to Jalen Foster for WKU. 29-17, UTSA on top of WKU. Lexi Mead into the front court and a steal for Jordan Jenkins.
Got it back, though.
Maya Meredith got the steal. Wraparound pass to Lexi Mead, and WKU gets a basket there.
Yeah, it's a turnover that led to another turnover, and good heads-up play by Maya Meredith on the assist that time to Mead.
Lexi Mead fouls Sydney Love on the midline. Not a good foul.
No, I think right now our kids are pressing, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that's part of the reason why the shooting is so bad right now, and I think a little bit of pressing on our part.
7:15 left in the first half. UTSA leading Western Kentucky by 10. And Kira White will inbound from the near sideline. Lexi Mead, her hands up on the inbound, defending, but gets it in no problem to Sydney Love at the timeline. Acacia Hayes draped over her on the red towel logo. Screen left, set by Coleman. Rolls to the basket, but Love couldn't find her. Now Love on the baseline. Righty layup. Left it short. Rebound snagged by Aaliyah Pitts for WKU. UTSA gets back in a hurry in transition defense. Over to the far corner. It's Lexi Mead. Wide open. It's target practice, but the 3 ball was short. Rebound to Kira White behind the back dribble. Shakes Lexi Mead. In transition, White swings it to the near corner. It's battled up in the air by Jordan Jenkins. Pass was not intended for her, but instead she breaks up the pass by her own teammate, and the steal goes to Jalen Foster. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Maya Meredith, with WKU down by 10, cycles it around. They work it up top for Lexi Mead. Screen left. Mead goes to the left wing for Acacia Hayes. 10 on the timer. Hayes turns on the Jets. Nice. Down the right lane. She lays it in.
She is playing well. It's not missed a shot. It was just a nice hesitation dribble. Got right into the lane and good finish against a taller Jenkins.
She's got 9 points, and WKU is down by 8, 4 minutes into the second quarter. Low post feed. Alyssa Coleman, not even close. It went over her head, and if it goes over her head, it's probably a high pass. She's the biggest player at 6'3", and Haley Atwood rainbowed it over her head.
Yeah, that I was going to say to the band, but it's on the wrong end of the stadium.
Yeah. So 6 minutes left in half number one, 29-21. UTSA has never trailed WKU. Left wing Acacia Hayes goes to Karis Allen. Long two, rims out. Alyssa Coleman juggles the rebound for UTSA.
It's one of those tweener shots. It's not at the three, one step inside the three.
Kira White on the right wing. Shares up top with 5.5 minutes left in the second. Alyssa Coleman in the high post. 2 dribbles and a handoff for Sydney Love. Foot on the line, and she connects on the long jumper.
They gave her a 3. I believe I would check that if they can at the next break.
They'll likely review it. WKU in transition, and Acacia Hayes cherry-picking for the layup.
That was a great pass that time, and good catch and finish by Hayes. But, yeah, they need to check the 3. I don't know if anybody's aware of it over there, though.
Haley Atwood dumps it to the high post for Jordan Jenkins. Has a lot of size on Karis Allen. Layup doesn't go off the window. Alyssa Coleman, the offensive rebound, but an offensive foul on Coleman and Roots.
Right call, but very late that time. It was an offensive rebound. She already put it back in, but that was the right call. I wish they would check the 3.
Well, if they check it, they can wait for the next dead ball, which will probably be coming momentarily. Typically, they motion to the scorer's table saying, we're going to check it. They haven't done that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody on our bench has said anything either.
Lexi Mead down the near lane, picks up a triple team and traveled. She got a little spooked in the forest of blue jerseys. Timeout on the floor. That's a Tartar timeout. Tartar Realty Company serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. Back in a few minutes on the Hilltopper Sports Network for Learfield. From Learfield, the second push of the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. 32-23. UTSA has never trailed Western Kentucky. Midway through the second quarter with John Butler on Brad Klein. Very happy to be with you. John, so far UTSA has definitely been the better team, but why?
Rebounding. They're up 20-8 on the boards, and we are struggling shooting the ball, only 2 out of 9. They have turned the ball over a lot, 10 to our 8, though. So there's been some opportunities, and if it really wasn't for Acacia Hayes, we would be in really a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, Hayes has been fantastic. The freshman with 11 points leading the way for WKU. 4:40 left in the second quarter. Low post feed for Maya Linton. And a foul is called on WKU as Linton was in the low post. I thought the whistle was going to be a travel. Looked like her feet might have been shuffling.
That's a big call. That's on Jalen. That's her 3rd. And I don't blame Coach Collins for playing her. I mean, when you're down, you just got to take that risk, and that's 3. So that's a big loss.
She fouled out late against North Texas, but this is an early time in the first half to get 3 fouls. They reset to the left wing for Kira White.
We're back to a 2-3 zone. The other troublesome is that their best player only has 2 points, which is good, but they're also up 9 points with her only having 2.
Now they've gotten a big offensive jolt from White with 7, and now Sydney Love in the high post, lost the ball. Karis Allen the steal with a shot clock down to 4. Ahead to Lexi Mead in transition, right wing, dumps it off, top of the arc 3. It's Maya Meredith, and a wide left shot. Rebound to Aaliyah Pitts for WKU in the high post.
Got to get set on these 3s. Taking too many rush 3s right now.
6 minutes into the second quarter. Lady Tops down by 9, trying to take advantage of this second chance after the Aaliyah Pitts offensive rebound. Shot clock down to 3. Meredith hoists it up, and she sticks it from the right wing.
That was better. Got her feet set that time, and it was right in front of us. It looked good the whole way.
3:40 left in the second quarter, and now full court press. Lexi Mead pounded it away. It goes out of bounds to the baseline. Last touch by Mead, and WKU will stay on the defensive end.
I was going to say, we're having a little mini run with Jenkins out of the game. So they just put Jenkins back in, and this is Hope Savari's first action of the night.
Jenkins in for Maya Linton, and Hope Savari back in, the junior guard. Like you mentioned, hasn't played and subs in for Maya Meredith. Full court press. WKU cannot stop Sydney Love. She lays it in down the near lane. Count it, and the foul. UTSA is looking really good right now. The Roadrunners running away with it, 34-26, with a free throw coming up.
Way too late that time on the stopping the ball. The ball kind of got loose. We was full court press and got loose. Got to stop the ball a lot earlier. Waited way too late to stop the ball.
3:30 left in the second quarter. UTSA making a swap. Alexis Parker in for the first time today with Haley Atwood sitting. Parker, a freshman out of San Antonio, picked UTSA to stay home. Her high school, Brandeis High School, is only about 5 minutes away from campus, and the free throw falls. It's now 35-26, 3:30 left in the first half. WKU trailing and dribbling with Lexi Mead, tornadoing down the near lane. She picked up her dribble on the right block, kick out to the far wing. It's Acacia Hayes. Her layup doesn't go. It was a rainbow arc shot there for Acacia Hayes with a lot of loft, but probably because of the contact that came, and the foul goes against UTSA. Who they give it to? Sydney Love for first.
Love. Yeah, there was about 3, but give it to Love.
3:15 left in the second quarter. Acacia Hayes rims in the first free throw.
She's up to 12 points.
She has not seen the ball miss off of her fingertips. Perfect from the field and on one attempt. Hopefully I'm not jinxing her here. Perfect from the free throw line, and I jinxed her. He missed wide right on the second free throw. So the loose ball was poked out of bounds by Josie Gilvin. WKU cannot get the ball back, down by 8. It's UTSA inbounding from the baseline.
WKU in a full court man-to-man press. Got to be careful. Last time it lost the ball, it led to a score.
Only down by 8 points. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. They've got time here. Kira White with a high dribble by the red towel logo. Guarded by the 5'5" Lexi Mead, and an offensive foul. Jordan Jenkins threw a shoulder on the screen.
Yeah, and that's 2 on Jenkins. Jenkins has not got it going at all. She struggled against Middle. That's what I was worried. She only had I think 8 points against Middle, and now she's coming out of the game.
Maya Linton comes back in, and that's also important because for the next 3 minutes, WKU's in the bonus. That was an offensive foul, so they can't get to the free throw line there, but from here on out, they'll be shooting free throws.
Well, right here is the time to make a run with Jenkins out of the game.
Screen left, Acacia Hayes uses it. Aaliyah Pitts waiting for the kick out. Didn't come, didn't matter. Acacia Hayes jets down the far lane and lays it in with the left. On the other end, spinning inside, it's a walk. Alexis Parker the turnover, and WKU is down by 6. 2:45 left in the second. This is the best the Lady Tops have played all day.
Well, when Jenkins went out of the game with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go, and it was 35-27. Now it's 35-29, and let's see if we can. I wouldn't be surprised if we tie or take the lead by halftime. That's my. How about that's my call right now?
Holds, but I like it. Right wing 3 on the way. Lexi Mead, it rims out, and Maya Linton snags the rebound for UTSA. That was a big miss.
Yeah, I think she again rushed a little bit. Didn't have great rotation on the ball.
Sydney Love on the left wing. The freshman guarded by her fellow freshman, Acacia Hayes, though. High post feed. Alyssa Coleman was really good early on. Dumps it off to the low post. Oh, spinning inside. Maya Linton, high off the glass, lays it in.
That's a good move. A player that only averages 1.6 a game. She's a good-looking freshman. That's 6 points for her.
37-29 lead for UTSA. 2 minutes left in the first half. Right wing, Josie Gilvin powers down the far lane now, spins inside, off the window, and in. Josie Gilvin's got touch.
That's a nice move. Did the old spinaroo there deep in the lane and then finished it off the glass.
1:45 left in the first half. Lady Tops only down by 6. Kira White on the right wing, dribbling between her legs, swings to the near sideline for Haley Atwood. 13 on the timer, screen right. Atwood dumps it off to the right block. Coleman through an elbow. No foul is called, and she lays it in off the window. Aaliyah Pitts was defending her in the low post, hit the deck, and then Coleman was wide open. A minute 20 left in the first half. Acacia Hayes picks up her dribble, low post, kick out, straightaway three. Josie Gilvin, an air ball. Acacia Hayes tiptoes on the baseline on the offensive rebound. Kick out to the right wing, and Aaliyah Pitts with an air ball of her own for three.
Yeah, 2 air balls on that trip.
Wow. Don't have the official stat, but I wonder how many air balls they've shot in this first half.
More than 5.
Seemed like at least 5 in the first quarter alone.
Right.
Under a minute to play in the first half. UTSA up by 8. And with the ball, it's Sydney Love down the near lane. Offensive foul. Off ball. They got Alyssa Coleman.
Man, I didn't see that one. That's a big call. It's 2 on her right there.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. Macy Blevins coming in for Josie Gilvin. Coleman with her 2 fouls will sit. And Kylie McGuire, the junior from Houston, Texas, is back in, or is in for the first time.
So that takes our size out. You know, now Jenkins and Coleman are out.
Lexi Mead up top, swings to the far wing. Macy Blevins 3 ball. It's short. Long rebound corralled by WKU's Lexi Mead. They keep it here. Mead takes it inside. Kick out far corner. Extra feed. Left wing 3. Acacia Hayes. She tees it up, and she's got it. Lady Tops down by 5. 30 seconds left in the third quarter, or rather second quarter.
Good assist that time by Macy. Hockey assist. We'll give the hockey assist that time to Lexi Mead.
Well, your prediction might not come true, but it's darn near close. And WKU not getting the lead at the half. We're tying, but they've got the momentum. Kylie McGuire straddling the arc on the right wing. Shot clock to game clock differential of less than a second. Shot clock down to 5. Far wing 3 goes. It was a big-time bailout shot. Kira White ends the second quarter with a triple. 42-34. UTSA on top of WKU.
Yeah, it was we kind of went for the overplay that time, and a 3 at the end of the half. That's a big 3. Put them up 8, but still a little bit of momentum going into the second half. We got to think we'll play better the second half.
And we'll break down the first half on the halftime report on the other side, right here on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Back here with John Butler, I'm Brad Klein. Very happy to be with you. Western Kentucky trailing UTSA 42-34. And we're just about to start the second half here. So, John, you mentioned that WKU and the rebounding has been a problem. Alyssa Coleman in the low post has been an issue for UTSA, or a success story for UTSA, 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, they've been much more balanced this game than they have been all year, and it's give them credit for that. Big start to this third quarter right here. I think we need to try to make a push as quick as possible. That's a nice set by UTSA to get Jenkins going on a little set call there. Got a little back screen lob that time for her to make an easy basket.
Zero gravity on the feed from Kira White. 25 seconds into the third quarter. Lexi Mead dribbling for WKU on the right wing. Lady Tops down by 10 on the Roadrunners. Cycling it around the arc to the left wing for Maya Meredith. Bounce pass near corner, Aaliyah Pitts. One dribble, probes up top. It's Lexi Mead. Shot clock is down to 7. She drives down the near alley. Kick out to the left wing. Aaliyah Pitts, bounce pass, far wing 3. Acacia Hayes, she rims it in. The shot clock was winding down, and Hayes has a new career best. It's 20 points for the freshman.
8 for 8 from the field. That was a good pass that time by Maya Meredith, too, for the 3, right at the buzzer.
44-37. Lady Tops are trailing and defending Lexi Mead. Face guarding Sydney Love. She swiped it. In transition, it's Jalen Foster. Face guarded by Jordan Jenkins. Ball fake. She puts it up and in.
And almost got the body call, too. It looked like the officials getting ready to make that foul call, but did not. Give that credit to Lexi Mead on the steal.
Lady Tops are down by 5. Jalen Foster with her first basket of the day. Low post feed, no one home. Alyssa Coleman did not see it coming from Queen Ulabo. In transition, Acacia Hayes, scoop to the hoop. It goes, count it, and the foul.
Here's that mini run right here to start off right here. 2 turnovers by UTSA. A 3 and now a 2 and an and 1 potential by Hayes. Leads now down to 3, can go down to 2. And this has been UTSA's problem all year. They've really struggled to finish games.
It's a 7-0 run for the Lady Tops here in the second half. The first 90 seconds belonging to WKU, and Hayes hits the free throw. WKU has teleported back. They're only down by 2. It's Sydney Love turboing across the midline, left to right. Guarded toe-to-toe by Acacia Hayes. It's a switch. Now Hayes is guarding the ball handler, Kira White. The USC transfer. Hand off to Love. Nearly picked off by Lexi Mead. 13 on the timer. Love down the near lane. Now she backs out to the three-point line. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Pass to the far lane is now batted away by Aaliyah Pitts. And an interception. Lexi Mead comes up with the steal.
17 turnovers.
It's Acacia Hayes, extra feed, near corner. Jalen Foster pulls the trigger for three. Too strong. The ball was volleyed to the right wing and poked over to WKU. Foster got the rebound. Goes to Aaliyah Pitts on the baseline drive and an offensive foul. From the far corner, she drove inside, and Jordan Jenkins took the charge.
Yeah, good hustle that time by the Lady Toppers. Got a couple offensive rebounds. That was a nice unselfish pass by Hayes from one, but I thought she had the three. I would like for her to take that three. She's got 22.
Aaliyah Pitts picks up her first foul, team's first of the second half. 7:30 left in the third quarter. WKU is on an 8-0 run. UTSA hasn't scored in this third quarter. Excuse me, they have. They scored 2 points, and now Alyssa Coleman on the left block. She lays it in, makes it 4 points for UTSA.
Yeah, both of their points have been out on the block.
And UTSA scored the first basket of this third quarter, and just now, they pick up the radio silence. Maya Meredith now in the lane, draws the double, kick out up top, it's Jalen Foster. Swings and gives the keys to Acacia Hayes, top of the arc. Bounce pass, high post to Leah Pitts, dribble handoff, back to Hayes. She's wide open, and she lays it in. Had the lane and took the lane. Hayes is now up to 24.
She just blew right by Kira White like she was just locked into the ground.
6:45 left in the third quarter. Sydney Love between the rings straight away for UTSA. The Roadrunners up by 2. It's Jordan Jenkins now up top. Delivering to the left wing, Kira White. Stutter step, tornadoes past Lexi Mead. Down the left lane, lays it off the window and in.
Yeah, did a good job using her size that time.
In transition, Hayes had a step, and she tried to get the layup off the feed from Lexi Mead. Left it short. UTSA comes up with a loose ball. Up by 4. Sydney Love coast to coast. Wrap around pass. Jordan Jenkins picks it up on the far elbow. Now spins inside. Kick out far corner. Love tees up the three, and it was denied. Jalen Foster got a finger on it. Loose ball on the baseline.
Great
goes to Haley Atwood. Put back doesn't go, and it's kept in on a ballerina toe touch by Lexi Mead.
Man, she is giving everything she can right now to this game. Lexi Mead is doesn't show in her stats, but man, she's played well defensively.
Lady Tops down by 4. Low post feed. Jalen Foster did not see it coming. Acacia Hayes turnover. Haley Atwood in transition. Her layup goes. Got a hair on Maya Meredith. Nearly a track down block for the sophomore.
Yeah, again, I think should have been probably a pull-up that time by Acacia Hayes. She tried to dump it down to Foster, who wasn't really quite anticipating that pass.
Lady Tops down by 6. It's Lexi Mead now down the left lane. Layup doesn't go, but a foul. Lexi Mead trying to curl past Sydney Love. Could not do so, but got a half step on Love to the point where the freshman Love was forced to foul.
That's a good run that time. Maya Meredith and Acacia Hayes are coming out, and you don't want to take Acacia Hayes out, but I think she's kind of gassed. She's been pressing full court.
25 points.
Yeah.
10 of 11 from the field for a guard.
She will not stay out long, but she probably needs to come out just take a little break.
So it's Faustino and Blevins in for WKU. Maya Linton subs in for Alyssa Coleman for UTSA. And Lexi Mead goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line, and she sits in exchange for Hope Savory.
Yeah, it was a good run, too, by Lexi Mead.
So down WKU with a full court press here. What do you think? I mean, they're playing really well without the press. What do you think of the full court press here?
Well, it's caused some problems. That was, I think we're kind of speeding them up a little bit. I kind of like it, to be honest with you.
Kira White left to right. Gets it over the midline. Midway through the third quarter, UTSA has never trailed. They're up by 4. High post feed, Maya Linton. Low post on a bounce pass to Jordan Jenkins. Muscling inside. Layup doesn't go. It rims out. And Maya Linton gets the loose ball. Lays it in. Offensive putback off the rebound. And now UTSA is up by 6.
Yeah, did a good job of pressuring Jenkins, but Linton has been a problem tonight.
Right wing Macy Blevins catapults the pass up top. It's Hope Savory. Ball fake on Atwood. Dribble drive and a kick out far corner. Now it's Macy Blevins on the baseline. Probes up top. It's Aaliyah Pitts. Ball fake right. Dribbles left. Rainbow pass to the left wing for Faustino. Shot clock down to 5. 4:30 left on the game clock. And Faustino drove inside with a foul called on the floor. They got Haley Atwood. Atwood's second and the team's third of the third quarter.
Yeah, I think we got bailed out that time. Really no room to drive, but it's going to be a media timeout. Good ball game going on here.
It's a Tartar timeout. Tartar Realty Company serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. We're back in a moment. John and Brad with you on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Out of the timeout, WKU is down by 6. Midway through the third quarter, Brad Klein, John Butler, happy to be with you. Hope Savory, bullet pass up top, and they get it into Faustino down low. Recycle the possession to the far corner. Now Faustino, right wing three on the way. It's wide left, the shot clock down to 3. Jalen Foster somersaults over a photographer on the baseline and could not keep it in on the Jeter jump attempt.
That's another air ball that you just can't rebound those.
4:15 left in the third quarter. UTSA has led the entire time. Sydney Love muscles across the midline left to right and resets the left wing for Kira White. 52-46. Love has it far corner, smothered by Macy Blevins right in front of the UTSA bench, and a foul is called as Love cut to her right and Blevins slapped her on the wrist.
That was really good post defense that time by the Lady Toppers, but it's going to be a foul on the ball on Macy.
It's her first and the team's second. They get it back to Sydney Love. This time Love's guarded by Hope Savory. Screen to the right, and that shakes Savory. Swing to the near sideline. Haley Atwood with some space. Faustino granting it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Atwood 18 feet away, picked up her dribble on the right side. She needs to throw it up. She does. It's an air ball. Jalen Foster corrals it at the top of the apex.
That's good defense. We switched to a 2-3 zone that time, and that was a good job by the Lady Toppers.
Over to Teresa Faustino, drives down the far lane, off the window, off the rim, and no. A little layup off balance. Rebound Maya Linton for UTSA. Back to a man defense for WKU. Macy Blevins on Kira White. Oh, behind the back dribble, inside, drive and kick. Jordan Jenkins catch and shoot 3. Too strong. Rebound to Macy Blevins.
That's not her strength, 29%.
Hail Mary in transition over to Aaliyah Pitts. It's a blocking foul on the layup attempt that was too strong. Well, I saw what you saw. Maya Linton was just waiting for the contact. It came, but a blocking foul, and now the referee's conversing. I can't imagine they're going to reverse this call.
No, she was inside. She was set, but she was inside the line. I just saw it on replay, so that's the correct call.
So now Aaliyah Pitts at the stripe, and she's been very quiet. After a really good first half against North Texas, had 14 points. She had 2 in the second, and today, Aaliyah Pitts is 0 for 4 from the field with 2 points, and that includes her missed free throw right there off the front rim.
Yeah, she's been double figures the last 2 games. She had 21 against Middle here last Saturday. Now, she has been guarding Jenkins a lot tonight, so she's done a good job defensively guarding Jenkins, but has really struggled to make shots.
She nails the second free throw, up to 3 points now, 52-47. UTSA on top of WKU, 3 minutes left in the third. 2-3 zone for the Lady Tops. Sydney Love cycles it to the near sideline for Kira White. She rises for 3. It's an air ball.
Holy cow.
Goes out of bounds to the baseline. Macy Blevins was boxing out Atwood, waiting for that ball to trickle to the red sideline.
You just can't rebound those. I mean, that was long. Still an air ball, but that was long.
So now Hope Savory and Macy Blevins, Jalen Foster as well, outs for WKU. Acacia Hayes comes back in with Lexi Mead and Maya Meredith. Mead is quarterbacking the offense right to left. Screen left set by Pitt. She picks up her dribble on the near elbow. Kick out up top. It's Acacia Hayes to the near elbow as well. And now a bounce pass to the near corner through the legs of Lexi Mead.
Yeah, it was just a bad pass that time. Threw it way too low.
Teresa Faustino checks out for WKU. Josie Gilvin in. Atwood sits for UTSA in exchange for Alexis Parker. So Acacia Hayes has been playing really well. A turnover there. It's only her second. As a freshman guard, you'll take that. Also, you'll take the 25 points that she has on 10 of 11 shooting. Sydney Love, left wing to the far corner now. Ball fake, and the 18-foot J falls for Alexis Parker, fresh off the bench.
3.4 for the year.
WKU with 2 minutes left in the third quarter on the offensive end. Driving kick, Lexi Mead finds Maya Meredith. Three ball is cash.
That was just a set three, not rushed that time, and give that assist to Lexi Mead. Those are the threes that we want.
Lady Tops are down by 4. They trailed by as many as 13 and got it down to as low as 2. A minute 40 left in the third quarter. Low post feed. Alyssa Coleman was hacked on her way up.
That's probably a good foul that time. Josie just a little late on the help side defense. If you're going to front or play post defense on the side, you got to have help side defense that time, and Josie just a little late that time.
Gilvin's first foul, and the team's third. Coleman misses on the front end.
Yeah, she's 70% for the year.
It's her second season with the Roadrunners after transferring from Texas.
Missed both of them.
Missed on the front end of the rim. Rebound Maya Meredith for WKU. Hail Mary pass in transition. Josie Gilvin cherry picking. Josie Gilvin laying it in.
Assist from Lexi Mead.
WKU down by 2 in transition. That's a travel. Alexis Parker was trying to push the tempo and catch WKU off guard, but she shuffled her feet. And with 90 seconds left in the third quarter, WKU only down by 2 and with the ball.
Well, I said at the end of the first half, I thought we had an opportunity to catch them before halftime. I may have been a quarter late. Have a chance to tie or go to the lead. It's the first time in a long time.
Kira White sits for Jordan Jenkins. Lexi Mead at the midline was swiped away. Sydney Love in transition. She can't get it to go on the layup. Got her own rebound and spits it back in.
That was just an unforced turnover by Lexi. She really wasn't facing any pressure. She just kind of lost it off her foot, and that led to an easy basket.
And she taps her chest saying, my bad, as she quarterbacks the offense right to left. Kick out right wing 3, Maya Meredith left it short. Long rebound, Jordan Jenkins. In transition, UTSA goes. And they slow it down with Sydney Love on the right wing. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. UTSA is up by 4.
That's
Love,
offense.
Offensive foul. She was face guarded by Lexi Mead and extended her right arm and might have even gotten Mead in the neck, trying to get some space.
And Lexi knows how to draw fouls too. She does a pretty good job too when there is contact. She can embellish it a little bit, but that was a push kind of right into her throat area.
Karis Allen comes in for Aaliyah Pitts. Madison Cockrell is in for Sydney Love, so both teams making a swap. And Acacia Hayes, the freshman, has 25 points. Hands it off to Lexi Mead, back to Gilvin. Now it's Acacia Hayes' turn on the right wing. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen left. Hayes picks up a double team, though. And now Maya Meredith wide open. Calls for it in the high post. Drives inside. Her scoop to the hoop does not go. Left it short, and the reason is because Maya Linton slapped her on the wrist on the way up.
Yeah, it was a good, strong drive, too. That's 3 on Linton, the freshman from Duncansville, Texas. Got a chance to cut it to 2. 23
seconds left in the third quarter. Maya Meredith at the stripe, and the reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Year misses the front end short. She's a 72% free throw shooter, and a made free throw would get some subs in for both teams. She does make the second free throw. Teresa Faustino comes in for WKU. Lexi Mead will sit. That gives them a little bit more defense on this final possession. Queen Ulabo is in for UTSA in exchange for Alexis Parker. Maya Linton sits as well for the Roadrunners. Alyssa Coleman back in.
Full court man-to-man.
23 seconds left, full court press in the corner. And they beat it with Madison Cockrell into the front court using her legs. Hand off to Kira White. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 10. He needs to make a move soon. 35 feet away, straight away. Bounce pass straddling the arc. It's Jordan Jenkins. Clock is down to 4 now. Jenkins down the near lane. Scoop to the hoop. Too strong off the window. And Maya Meredith gets the rebound. That's how the third quarter ends. We've got ourselves a good one here, John.
Yeah, good quarter. Got it down to 3. And plus the fourth quarter starts with the Lady Toppers ball.
Down by 3, 10 minutes left in this game. You're not going to want to miss it on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. 10 minutes to go here between UTSA and Western Kentucky, and only 3 points separate them with the Roadrunners in the driver's seat. Start of the fourth quarter with John Butler. I'm Brian Klein. Happy to be with you. WKU with the ball in hand, and it's Acacia Hayes, who else, with 25 points, starting this fourth quarter up top, dribbling with her right hand and now probing up top for Maya Meredith. Drives inside, down the near lane. Her layup doesn't go, but a foul.
I think you're going to call that on Jenkins.
Jordan Jenkins, the Conference USA leading scorer, now with 3 fouls, and the team's first of the quarter. They got it on the floor, so Acacia Hayes inbounding from the baseline, 13 seconds into the final frame. Well, it seemed like Greg Collins on the far sideline wanted that on the shot, but couldn't get it. Hayes inbounds to the right wing. Teresa Faustino catch and shoot 3. She buries it. And WKU is tied with UTSA. In transition, they go to the low post. Pass intercepted. Ulabo tried to find Jenkins. Batted away by Maya Meredith. WKU is tied with UTSA. Up top 3, Maya Meredith off the heel. It's volleyed over back to Meredith by Karis Allen. Right wing, Faustino traveled.
Well, we got the first tie of the game, I'll say that. And that was a great look from the 3 that time by Maya. She just missed it. But we finally got it even. Have not had the lead the entire game. Big shot by Faustino.
35 seconds into the fourth quarter, we've already got a sub. Josie Gilvin in for Karis Allen, and the freshman has only played in 3 games. This is her return back. She just came back from an injury. She's played the first 2 games and then was out with a foot injury, played on Thursday for the first time since then, and now she's out and being tended to by the trainer, Rebecca David, so we'll keep an eye on that. Kira White on the offensive end for UTSA. Screen left, kick out, Jordan Jenkins. She set the screen, ball fake, now she drives inside, and a blocking foul.
Yeah, very close. It looked like to me it was a travel before the bump by that time, by the block on by Gilvin.
So they called Josie Gilvin for her second foul. That was close. It was kind of a 50-50 call.
I think by the replay there probably was a walk.
White inbounds to Coleman in a forest of white jerseys, and she's fouled on her catch-and-shoot push shot. Josie Gilvin was trying to block it, and she got a lot of ball, but I think on the way down, a foul was called on Aaliyah Pitts.
Yeah, just not a lot you can do on that one. Just you got to battle, but Coleman has got probably 4 to 5 inches over everybody out on the Western Kentucky side right now. That's 3 straight free throws she's missed, though.
Off the heel there, WKU with 2 team fouls, and Coleman hits the back end. And now UTSA gets Alexis Parker in there in exchange for Sydney Love. That should give UTSA a little bit more defense. 57-56, the Roadrunners have never trailed, but WKU is playing their best basketball of the day. Acacia Hayes, screen left, set by Meredith, drives inside, guarded by Jordan Jenkins, lost her dribble on the left block, ball is loose, and a jump ball with WKU owning the arrow.
Going to call a kick is what they're going to call.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
Okay.
So we will keep the ball. We're going to call a kick against UTSA.
Maybe a bit of a bailout call there for WKU because there was a scrum on that left block, like a rugby scrum, and Lady Tops get the benefit of the doubt. 1:15 gone in the final quarter. Acacia Hayes looking for someone to inbound to, and she gets it in at the last second to the near corner for Faustino. Reset Maya Meredith, probes to the far wing for Acacia Hayes. The freshman dribbling with her left hand, swings to the right wing. Aaliyah Pitts 3, it's good again! Western Kentucky with their first lead of the day, 59-57, 8.5 minutes left in regulation.
And that may have been the first 3 that Aaliyah's hit the rim tonight.
1 for 4 from the field, and now 1 of 3 from 3. But WKU's three-point percentage looking pretty good at 35%. Low post feed on the other end, and Alyssa Coleman was swarmed by a double team, a foul on the way up.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Pitts. That's a nice little set that they ran that time to free up Coleman. The problem with Coleman, though, is she's not making any free throws. She's 1 for her last 4.
That's 3 team fouls on WKU. Look out for that. 5 and UTSA's in the bonus, and Lady Tops have had a bad habit of allowing teams bonus basketball early on in the fourth quarter, and those points are often the difference as Coleman goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, last Saturday put Middle in early. Of course, Middle's a great free throw shooting team.
Lady Tops are tied with the Roadrunners at 59 apiece. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, Acacia Hayes drives inside, a legal screen. They got Maya Meredith.
Yeah, that was the correct call. Moving screen. Had 2 referees saw that one. That's the correct call. Got to be set on when you set a screen. It's not your job. Your job is to get set. It's the ball handler's job to drive their person into the screen.
UTSA looking for their first road win of the year. 0-6. Kira White down the near lane. Stutter step, ball fake, and the layup too strong. It rims out. Nice defense by Acacia Hayes there. Rebound Aaliyah Pitts for WKU. Nearly lost her dribble on the right wing, uncontested, and shoves it to Josie Gilvin, who hands off to Acacia Hayes. And Greg Collins right behind Hayes on the sideline, asking for his team to space out and give the freshman some room. Rightfully so. She's got 25. Dribbles inside, Tornadoes, ball fake, lefty layup, doesn't go, but a foul. Acacia Hayes with the shot clock down to 8 made something out of absolutely nothing. She's going to the stripe.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Kira White. And that was a patient drive that time. She got in the lane and did the old Kevin McHale spinaroo up and under move.
I think McHale has a few inches on Acacia Hayes, though.
About 10, maybe. Probably more than that, a foot.
He's 6'10", and Acacia Hayes towering at 5'8".
Yeah.
You've got a forward center for McHale at the men's level in the NBA, and a guard here for Acacia Hayes as the second free throw falls. The first one missed. WKU up 60-59. Sydney Love guarded toe-to-toe by Teresa Faustino. Screen left set by Coleman. Coleman crashes to the lane, but no pass. Now Coleman gets the rainbow feed up top. It came from Jordan Jenkins, and the layup was too strong. Off the glass, loose ball tracked down. Now a fight for it. Jump ball is called, and UTSA owns the arrow.
That's another good job that time of UTSA trying to get the ball to Coleman. It's really hard to have help defense when the ball is at the top. Just a good job of scrambling that time by the Lady Toppers.
3 minutes into the fourth quarter, inbound intercepted. It was Teresa Faustino. In transition, WKU gives it to Maya Meredith on the near corner. Baseline drive, stutter step inside, and the layup doesn't go, a foul. It was Jordan Jenkins with her fourth. And UTSA's third team foul. So now Jenkins with a sub coming in. It's Maya Linton, but Jenkins will stay on. And with 4 fouls, you could tell she thought her number was being called. She was halfway to the scorer's table herself when she realized that Karen Ashton was calling for Alyssa Coleman to sit.
Yeah, the board only has her with 3. I thought she had 4 as well. I thought it was actually pretty good defense, in fairness to Jenkins.
Okay, so I'm checking the official stats. She does have 3. My apologies. Maya Meredith goes 2 of 2.
3-point lead.
3 minutes into the fourth quarter. UTSA's won for their last 5. Sydney Love dribbling with her right hand, guarded by Faustino. Top of the arc. Swings to the far side for Kira White. White dribbles to the nail. Now past the nail. There's a charge. Oh. No, it's a block. White had a head of steam. Meredith slid inside in front of the restricted area, but they ruled that Meredith was just a hair late. Maybe she was inside
she was
the restricted area.
Yeah, that was the right call after looking on in the screen. She was inside the lane. Correct call that time.
All right, so with 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Kira White is at the stripe.
Only shoots 50% from the line. She's having a good game, though, tonight. Sometimes those good games translate to better shooting. She got 12.
She's got a wide stance, no spin on her free throw, but the first one falls.
Played 3 seasons at USC. She transferred in with Jordan Jenkins.
2 of 2. And UTSA getting Alexis Parker in there in exchange for Jordan Jenkins with her 3 fouls.
Jordan Jenkins only has 4 points, leading scorer in the conference. Great job tonight by the Lady Toppers. Has made life very difficult for her.
Acacia Hayes is running the tempo for WKU, calling out a play with her right hand, dribbling with her left. 35 feet away. 6.5 minutes left in regulation. On the left wing, she's guarded by Alexis Parker. Ignores the screen right.
Yes.
Pocket pass to the right block. It's Maya Meredith, and she lays it in.
Great dump down pass that time by Hayes off the penetration. That was a good finish, too, that time by Meredith.
Sydney Love now with the ball in hand for UTSA. 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, down by 3. Love navigates through the defense, stops and pops on the free throw line wide right. Rebound, Aaliyah Pitts. WKU takes it back. Chance to swell the lead to 2 possessions.
It's time to make a run. They got Coleman and Jenkins out.
Hayes uses the screen right. A switch. Now Alexis Parker guarding her. Hands off to the right wing. Maya Meredith launches the long three. It's good again. Maya Meredith is on fire. She's got 3 threes. And WKU leads by 6.
That's 28 feet, and that forces a timeout by UTSA.
5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Karen Ashton calls a timeout, and we'll take a break as well. But WKU is on top by 2 scores, their largest lead of the day. Back in a moment on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. We're back on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. 5.5 minutes left in regulation. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. WKU is down by as many as 13, but now they're up by 6. It's their largest lead of the day.
Shooting 80% this fourth quarter, 75%, 3 out of 4 from 3, and it's been Maya Meredith has really played well this second half. She's up to 15 points. Of course, Acacia Hayes has been good all game. She's got 26.
But scoreless in the fourth quarter for the freshman Hayes. Left wing drive, Kira White, cross-court feed, now an extra touch. Right wing 3 on the way. Sydney Love rims out. Oh, what an offensive rebound. Jordan Jenkins put back was short. Another offensive rebound. It was Kira White in the forest, and at 5'9", she puts it back in.
Yeah, 32-21 right now on the boards, UTSA. Of course, they're the leading team in the conference in terms of rebounding margin, +7.
Lady Tops up by 4. Lexi Mead uses the screen left, set by Maya Meredith. She's up top. Wide open 3 on the way. It's short.
Man, that's a good look, too. Top of the key, good look that time. Just missed it.
Ball was poked out of bounds. Last touch, Kira White. She could not corral the loose ball. And now a timeout called by Karen Ashton for UTSA.
I think that's the media timeout, isn't it?
Okay.
Yep.
It is the media timeout. So we'll take another step aside as well on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Midway through the fourth quarter, Brian Klein and John Butler, very happy to be with you here in Tittle Arena. Western Kentucky up by 4. They've led by only as many as 6, but trailed by as many as 13. And the Lady Tops have really played well in the second half, John.
Yes, they've trailed 30 minutes of the game and only finally took the lead in the fourth quarter, playing much better. Didn't hurt to be shooting the ball better. 9 out of 24 from 3. That's much better. The other key stats is even though we're being out-rebounded, turnovers, UTSA 21 to our 14. And that's a big stat. It'd be really nice if we can score on this inbounds play. Let's see what Coach Collins has drawn up here.
67-63, UTSA on top of WKU. Midway through the fourth quarter, Lexi Mead dribbling for the Lady Tops up top. And hands off for Acacia Hayes. Same spot. Now she turbos down the near lane. Kick out. Extra feed. Lexi Mead, right wing 3. It's good. Western Kentucky out of the timeout. They seize a 7-point lead. It's their largest of the night. Kira White now stops and pops, rims in from 8 feet out with the right hand.
Yeah, just did not get back quick enough on defense.
So White took it herself in transition, was in a big hurry because WKU's defense couldn't get set. Now on the near corner, it's Lexi Mead. Screen right, Jalen Foster. Swings to the far sideline for Acacia Hayes. Hayes now takes it herself into the lane. Driving kick. Catch and shoot 3, Jalen Foster. Off the heel. Loose ball taken in by Macy Blevins, and she lost it on the sideline. Last touch by the sophomore for WKU.
That's great hustle that time by the Lady Toppers, scrambling for that offensive rebound.
UTSA takes over. 4 minutes left in regulation. It's Sydney Love, the freshman point guard, guarded by the freshman Acacia Hayes. Love delivers high post to Jordan Jenkins. Toe-to-toe with Macy Blevins. Nice defense by Blevins, but the leading scorer in Conference USA said, no, I'm Jordan Jenkins. This ball's going in, and she muscled it through.
That's a tough matchup for Macy. She just elevated over the top of Macy. Macy did all she could.
3.5 minutes left in regulation now. Macy Blevins gives the keys to Acacia Hayes. Low post feed, Jalen Foster backing out White. Kick out for Maya Meredith. Thought about the long two. Now a swing pass to the near corner. Lexi Mead. Ball fake. 6 on the timer. She drives inside. 8 feet out and rims out on the leaner. Rebound UTSA. Kira White now. And Maya Meredith swept it away. White was trying to turbo into the lane and Meredith with the steal. On the far wing, hands off far corner for Acacia Hayes. And the freshman slows it down for WKU. Screen left set by Jalen Foster. Hayes has a step, drives inside. Layup doesn't go, but a foul is called on the floor, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to call that on the floor on Haley Atwood. I'm sorry, they're going to give it to Coleman, which is better.
Alyssa Coleman's 3rd foul of the day, team's 4th.
Wow.
That's the number to look out for.
They're going to give us 2 shots. That's.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Acacia Hayes got the continuation there. That's big. And
yeah, I didn't see that.
She's the leading scorer for either side with now 27 points, and you factor in the first free throw. It is by far a career high for the freshman. Previous career best was 19. And she goes 2 of 2. 28 points for the freshman Acacia Hayes. 4-star. Number 21 point guard in the class of 2022. Jenkins got it in at the 4.5 count on the 5-second clock, and the referees allowed it to go. Into the front court, Haley Atwood swarmed by a double team, lost the ball, and a timeout is called.
Boy, it looked like to me the timeout was called before possession, but UTSA is going to get that.
And Greg Collins, as soon as that timeout was called, threw his hands up and said, no, how can that be a timeout? Because, again, you need possession for a timeout to be called. But Karen Ashton gets it. The play was happening right in front of the UTSA bench.
That never hurts.
And now with 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, Lady Tops up 72-67. This is familiar territory for UTSA. They're only 3-9 on the year, largely because they've often crumbled in the 4th quarter. So if you're Karen Ashton, what's the message in that huddle?
Well, my message is I'm trying to get the ball, this possession right here to Jordan Jenkins. They got the ball down on the side right here, and the last time the matchup was Macy Blevins on Jordan Jenkins. I don't think that's a matchup that we really want, but I'd go to Jordan Jenkins if I could, if I'm UTSA.
Conference USA's leading scorer, about 19 points per game, but she's been stifled to only 6.
We switched to a zone, which was smart.
Jenkins in the high post, guarded by a double in that 2-3 zone, and now WKU backs off. Kira White up top, probes to the far sideline for Sydney Love. Shot clock is down to 8. High post feed, Jordan Jenkins on the free throw line. Kick out, far wing 3, does not go. Sydney Love got her own rebound, though, on the 3 ball into the far corner. Over to Queen Ulabe, 3 ball. It does not go. That one was too strong. And the loose ball poked out of bounds by Jordan Jenkins. And a frustration movement by her as well. As soon as that one went out, she slapped the floor with her left hand, saying, I cannot believe I did not secure that loose ball for my team.
So strategy-wise, that was a really, really nice decision that time by Coach Collins, coming out of that timeout and switching to a 2-3 zone.
Lady Tops up by 5 with the ball in hand. 2:15 left in regulation. Screen left, Lexi Mead uses it on the near elbow. Reset for Acacia Hayes, far sideline in front of the WKU bench. Screen left again, she drives inside. Her layup was denied. A foul is called. They got Queen Ulabe.
Ulabo, she's not played a lot tonight. She's a star, has not played tonight. And Acacia has an opportunity to put up 30. She's got 28 points. 2 more, put us up 7 with 2 minutes to go.
Queen Ulabo has only played in 9 minutes today, but that is her 4th foul. And now WKU in the bonus from here on out. Acacia Hayes buries the first free throw. And the second one rims out. Rebound Jordan Jenkins for UTSA. 2 minutes left in regulation. The USC transfer takes it across the midline herself, dribbling behind her back and resets for Sydney Love. Love curls to her right, to the free throw line area. Kick out, catch and shoot 3. Kira White missed it wide left. And the rebound is pinballed over to Acacia Hayes.
Yeah, those threes that they were making earlier are not even close right now. Up 6 with 1:40. You want to run some time off as much, but you still want a good shot.
Lexi Mead's got the ball in hand up top, 12 on the timer. Moves to her left, picks up a double team, hands off to Jalen Foster. Now Acacia Hayes, 30 feet away, 5 on the timer. Hayes goes to her left, spins inside through a triple team, and her layup doesn't go, but a foul. That is who Acacia Hayes has been all day. Shot clock winding down. We need a bailout and give the get-out-of-jail-free card player, Acacia Hayes, a chance.
And it was the 5th foul on Jenkins, too. That's a double whammy.
Jordan Jenkins, the Conference USA leading scorer. Her day is done.
Great.
Fouls out with 6 points.
Unbelievable. Never really kind of got in the flow. You got to give a lot of credit to the Lady Toppers. So she just struggled. And in fairness to her, she never forced things either. She didn't take a ton of shots, but she was almost a non-factor out there in a lot of ways.
Acacia Hayes good on the free throw. 30 points for the freshman. It's the first 30-point game for WKU this year. Make it 31 as she hits the back end. 1:18 left. WKU on top, 75-67. In transition, a turnover. Coleman got it back. Lexi Mead the steal, then she gave it right back, and Coleman was fouled. Who did they give that foul to?
It's going to be on Parker.
Okay, so a foul on UTSA then.
Yeah,
Alexis Parker, the culprit, timeout on the floor.
23 turnovers, I believe. Is that right for UTSA? I don't have the updated stats. I'm guessing.
It is 23 turnovers to WKU's 14.
And in an 8-point game, that's one of the reasons why, if you just look at UTSA stats, that's one of the stats, the negative stats they have. They average close to 20 a game, and that's one of the reasons why we got back in the game. Got to give our kids credit. We shot the ball so poorly the first half. And we talked about it. We probably had 7 air balls in the first half. And that's kind of deflating. But, man, Acacia Hayes kept us in the game. And then our energy slowly started to pick up. And right now, the game's not over. We're up 8, but we're in pretty good shape. 8 points going to the free throw line can go up 10. And they have their best player not in the game.
So, Acacia Hayes and Jordan Jenkins, you're right, she's fouled out. And we've got free throws coming up for WKU here. So a chance to really swell this lead at what is now an 8-point lead, 1:12 left in regulation. But Acacia Hayes with 31 points. She's absolutely the story, 10 of 11 from the field. But what has allowed her to be so successful today?
I just think she's slowed down. She's played with confidence, and then that's experience. She's slowed down and taking good shots. Earlier in the year, she would have taken probably one dribble too much, and we talked about earlier that she was kind of pulling up a little bit. She just played extremely well.
Lexi Mead goes 2 of 2. Kira White 3 straight away, doesn't go. Long rebound to the near corner, and it's Acacia Hayes corralling it. WKU up by 10, a minute left. The fans can smell it. They're on their feet. Screen left, Lexi Mead.
Well, they're not fouling or anything. Really strange. We ought to just back it out. We don't even have to take a shot.
Acacia Hayes cycling it around to the near corner now. The freshman playing keep away with Lexi Mead. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Greg Collins wants some space for Mead. Now gives it to Jalen Foster on the red towel logo. 3 on the timer. Kick out near corner. Maya Meredith throws it up, and Meredith rims out on that rainbow attempt, and a long rebound taken in by Lexi Mead. That should do it.
They have basically just quit playing, to be honest with you.
Western Kentucky up by 10, 20 seconds left. Game clock to shot clock differential
too late now.
Of 10. They won't foul.
Nope. They should have fouled about a minute and a half ago.
Now they foul on the baseline as Acacia Hayes drove in with the shot clock down to 2. And that will really only allow Hayes to get more points. That's what it does. Foul goes on Alexis Parker. WKU is in the bonus.
Great comeback win for the Lady Toppers. And UTSA kind of played the way, I was talking to their play-by-play guy. He said, they've been in close games all year and just had a hard time finishing, and that's kind of been the story here.
Hayes missed the first free throw, missed the second as well. And a timeout for UTSA with 11.8 seconds left, down by 10. I guess they advanced the ball, but it seems like a weird decision without the fouling.
Yeah, I agree. But nevertheless, from the Lady Toppers perspective, this is a much needed win. Moved to 2-2 in the conference, 5-8 overall, with a back-to-back home games coming up against UAB coming up this Wednesday, and just I guess perseverance is part of it today. We kind of persevered through some struggles. nice to see some smiles on the faces out there. Lexi Mead, Maya Meredith had a big game in the second half. So just kind of nice to see. A tough trip back, but we're going to get a win right here.
Something that really hasn't gone completely covered by us is that WKU has 19 threes as a team. That is by far a team record. Coleman got the inbound, and Coleman missed the layup with her left hand, got her own rebound, and puts it back in. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Western Kentucky can dribble it out, but they can't because Jalen Foster on the inbound stepped over the line, I believe. Correction, 19 free throws, I meant to say, for WKU. Well, I said three-pointers. I meant free throws.
Okay.
And the reason I meant free throws is because they only had 4 on Thursday.
They only made 4. Yeah, they were 4 out of 10. So, yeah, and that's being more aggressive. That's taking the ball to the basket. All those are factors.
So a timeout here.
Doesn't hurt playing at home sometimes.
Well,
yeah, just a really good win. And just like I said, a much needed win. And I think Coach Collins will reflect that on his post-game radio interview too. Much needed. Got to be very proud of them. All you do is get the ball in bounds, and I don't think UTSA will foul. I don't know why you'd foul now when you wouldn't foul a minute ago.
Yeah.
Just get the ball in and game should be over.
8 seconds left. Macy Blevins inbounds to the low post for Jalen Foster. They go back up top. Lexi Mead dribbling on the near sideline, and that'll do it. Western Kentucky comes back from down 13 and takes it from UTSA 77-69. It was the Acacia Hayes show with 31 points, by far a career high for the freshman.
Yeah, I mean, that's the breakout game right there for her. I mean, she carried them. It wasn't the finish for her. She kept them in the game in the first half with her 17 points. When everybody else was struggling, she was there the whole game. I also thought sneakily Lexi Mead played really well. Her hustle plays, and I thought she played well. Didn't score a lot of points, but I thought she played well.
Mead had the 4 rebounds, 9 points, 2 assists, and led the way with 5 steals.
Yes.